7:30 AM and it's a pretty good day forecast for travel. Sun forecast, pretty clear up to about 4:30 I reckon. Well, there's a lot of ice because it was cold last night, but it's just cat ice. It's only about, let me see, a millimetre or two thick. It should melt. If not, I'll just pile through it. So it's 1 degree, but it's an excellent day for travelling because I've got the sun and it looks like a pretty good forecast. So up to Nuneaton, or that direction anyway, down here, turn right onto the Coventry. There's still a lot of ice around, but I expect most of that will burn off. It's only thin cat ice anyway, so no problem. And I just noticed this morning that this back mooring pin had pulled out. It was pretty precarious anyway. This is really boggy ground, but the boat's still in the same place anyway, so that's good. It didn't float off down the canal. So off we go. Chunk of ice moving. Time to upset it. Go. Good, the sun, that's what we want. Still having to break a bit of ice, but not much. That should melt pretty quickly. I've probably got another 2 miles of the Ashby Canal until I get to the T-junction with Marsden Junction, and then I'll take a right going north towards Nuneaton. It's pretty early. I might see if I can, if the weather holds, I might see if I can get to Nuneaton today, because it's a good place to stock up, to fill the lockers with food and milk and all that kind of stuff, so I can stay out away from the cities for a much longer time. Hopefully I should be able to get the other side of Nuneaton, then I'll be in striking distance of Atherstone. And there's some nice countryside out there, according to the map, which will be a good place to moor. Lovely morning. Yeah, I've got 2 miles to go before Marsden Junction. Well, that's number 2, so I've got one more bridge and then the junction. Bridge number 1. So here's the junction coming up. That's the turnover bridge. And we're off, heading north. sod's law, of course, when I came out the Ashby and did a right turn, I was on the other side of the canal, the boat came, so we had to dance around each other. But I doubt I'll meet any other boats, just at that crucial time when I was on the other side of the canal. Sod's law. Yeah, Coventry Canal is actually very nice. What is nice is that it has a proper towpath, and the Ashby is, at this time of year, just complete sticky mud, which is less than pleasant. Getting back on the boat and then having muddy feet. So this towpath is fabulous. The second benefit is that you don't have to be quite so concentrated on the steering from second to second, because you can, the channel is wider and it's deeper basically, so you can concentrate on something else for a few seconds, get back to your steering, and you're still heading in the same direction. Whereas a couple of seconds lost concentration on the Ashby and it's climbing up the other side, so you have to correct it. And thirdly, related, this is more water, so you can crank it up a bit and the boat will move accordingly with the speed, up to a point, of course, because it's not a deep river. Going to break ice on this section. I wonder how many biscuits I've got left. Oh, Nuneaton, which is where we are. So this is Nuneaton, is it? Looks okay. I'll find a place where I can do some shopping. Handy mooring at the bottom of the garden. I was wrong about the boats. That's the third one I've met today. I made a quick stop in Nuneaton to get some goods, and now I'm stocked up, ready to rock. I used a trick that Matt at Rugby Boats told me. I'm stopping in an urban area. It actually looks fine, but he said grab a handful of, get some damp sticks, chuck them on the fire before you go. And just as I left, there's like loads of wispy blue smoke, smelly blue smoke coming out. So if anybody does pass the boat, it's up to no good. It just looks like it's occupied. Yeah, so onwards to Atherstone. The Atherstone flight, I think, is 11 locks. I think I might stop before then, out in the countryside. And off we go. Churning it up. It's just like the River Churnet. It does take a while for the boat to catch up with the prop. Almost has. Sensible engine revs. Still Nuneaton. It's not quite as bad as I was expecting to be honest. It's reasonably pleasant. Alright, how you doing? I've reached the outskirts of Nuneaton now, just past one of the main roads. So I've just got to go along this long cutting and then I think it opens out into countryside. It actually turned out to be a lovely day for cruising. Crispy, but totally blue sky, sunny. A place called Tuttle Hill. Oh, it's an old bridge hole. The bridge is gone though. Yeah, we're out of Nuneaton now. It gets cold as soon as you go away from the sun. Hopefully I'll be able to get out of this cutting soon. Nice. Well, look at that. That's a nice spot. One other boat, but that's okay. I could have carried on to Atherstone. I had daylight. I've probably got another hour and a half, but this was such a good spot I couldn't pass it up. I'll get solar on my panels tomorrow if there's any sun as well, so this is great. Nice countryside, look. This is a blessing too. A proper towpath. The Ashby is, I'm sure it's lovely in spring and summer because it's probably all grass, the towpath, but it's just one big long squidgy mudfest, kind of clay, squidgy puddles and squidge, and it kind of gets old pretty quick. When you get off the boat you have to go, and then you have to get on the boat and then make sure you got all the mud off of everywhere. It's a pain in the arse. But I mean, look, even the grass here is, you can walk on the grass without getting muddy. Great.